Hey, I'm doing some more drum editing from one of our student songs from yesterday. The beginning's pretty good, so I'm moving on to another part of the song. And I don't know that I want to add. Yeah, let's just do it. Go to view dynamic split. Well, I get these on the kicks markers. We had a problem last night. It's kind of like a buggy thing. I think I sent it to Justin so we could take a look, but may not be that big of a deal. Now, you see, it just added. Oh, wait a second. Okay, that was wrong. Now, these are all grouped. Oh, I turned off grouping so I could mess with the toms. Okay. Whoo, that could have been really bad. Okay, let's do this again. View dynamic split. But add stretch markers to everything. Okay, now notice that the snares don't have markers on them. There's a couple caveats here, but Justin added something here on dynamic split where if I now am just looking at the snare one, even though there's already markers on it, I can add more onto this track. Let me just going to add them here. So now I've just added the snares markers to all the tracks without taking all the tracks markers off the snare tracks. That's pretty handy. If you don't want it to do that, you go to dynamic split, and instead of choosing add stretch markers to selected items and grouped items, choose replace stretch markers in selected items and add to grouped items. So, but this is doing what we want it to do. I'm going to again use action. This is my X key, item snap, stretch markers, and time selection to grid. And I have it set so that the top half drag does one thing, bottom half selects time. And I wanted to show you guys how I did that. And it's funny, they changed something. So if I go to media item bottom half, item media item bottom half. See marquee select items in time with left drag. So that's why it does that. But there's some stretch marker stuff going on that I'm not really sure how to deal with. I'll deal with that later. But so now I'm dragging down here and just like one measure here, and I'm going to hit X. Blammo. So now that's right in right time. Don't necessarily have to go that crazy with it. Let's look at these hi-hats though. Where are they? Here we go. So here's Tom 3 seeing it pretty well. Crash is seeing it pretty well. Thought this is a hi-hat, but maybe not. Let's listen. Dead on the money. Kind of don't want to mess with it. That one's a little bit late. But see, it's crazy. Once you find one that's a little late, you're like, but I should fix this one. I should fix that one. It takes a steady hand to not just start messing with everything. So it's good here. I'm gonna put a marker there, and I don't want that one messed with. This one I want to move. And they're all kind of forward in time now. Get these two and see if that moves them mostly back into a good place. I think it will. Let's listen. That's pretty good. Pretty close. I am going to move the kicks and snares though. One thing that can happen when you're doing those add stretch markers is that they can add right next to each other when you're doing them across tracks. You got to be careful about that. It's funny things will happen then. Okay, so that was up to 50, up to and including measure 51. So let's listen to those now. I'm just going to go forward here until I see one that looks like it's going to give me pause and maybe won't end up in the right place, because this all looks right. If it's too far, if it's too ambiguous, you can get in some trouble, and they'll move on top of each other. So that's up to and including measure 61, I think. Let's listen to this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, up to measure 66. I don't like to go too far, because if you do blow it, it can be tricky figuring it out. So what's going on here? Is this one just like super late? What's going on? Something's funny here. I'm gonna take the marker out of the one right before. See that? This should be the one, I think. Let's put that on the one. See what happens here. Yeah, that's funny. It could be that it's going into more resolution. I think I'm only looking at eighth notes here, so that could be, this could be 16th notes or something. That's how you wanted it. They all kind of look the same there. It's like there's a triplet through there. Man, I don't know. See, this is where it gets bad, is when I gotta guess. If I gotta guess, we're in trouble. Yeah, I think it's saying da 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 da. I'm assuming this isn't like a 16th. I don't know. Man, now I'm confused. This could be a 16th. It could be a triplet. Boy, I am confused. I think this is late, but I don't know. That looks like it's on the money. You look at this one right here. Yeah, I think I see the pattern now. Let's take a look and see if I got that right. See if that kid keeps playing that. See what's going on. So the this one's got to be on the one. think that's that. Watch. So here's an ambiguous one. Watch what happens with it. Actually, that's not that bad. It could have gone the other way and smushed them together, and then you wouldn't have known what's wrong because one's kind of going to be hiding. This makes sense. Yeah, this one has to be later. What's going on there? We have to figure that out. Ooh, shoot. Okay.